The Buckeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. And defenses, I feel bad for me. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will take the field for the first time. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and wide open spaces. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his up.
There he goes. Powers through. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Owen. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's caught downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Oh, he's got some space. And what a open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity. Some of that also...
He'll take a deep shot here. Got it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Hawkeyes will hustle with the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the strong safety is the one that's actually able to get the sack on this play. They lowered him in the box, probably anticipating run to the strong side of the field, but when the strong safety saw the ball in the quarterback's hand, he just said, I'm going to go do this myself.
On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Throws to the tight end. He caught it! Touchdown, Ohio State! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Gives it on the option. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll try to pop the draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if he wants to go deep. Holds it in on the left. Here he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between...
Makes the grab, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Makes the grab on third. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Lincoln. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the quick game. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to get it to the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this one.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that.
There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the ground, it's Bettis. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. To the air, it's Lincoln. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Second down coming up.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They're working that left side. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you?
And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Showing the arm strength down the left side.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real...
Hauls it in the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer right now.
It's a running room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Back to pass. It's Lincoln. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Stands in and takes the hit. It's picked off and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on route short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the...
He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
He might want another play. Back to throw. It's Lincoln. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And added on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Galladay. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Bettis. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Owen. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've
going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's French. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Buckeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Running into the open space. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He has 89 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Forced out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and gets the defense off guard.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's French. Pressure coming. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Surging forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's French. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Witherspoon. Breaks into the open. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football, knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Rolls it in. He's there to make the stop, and not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option route.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field and lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbound.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Firing to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here comes the heat. Wait till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. The old coaching cliche, go let her know every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on.